your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Venus, which on May 19th is going to be transiting the sign of Taurus, and from May 19th till June 12th, it's going to be strengthened over here. So guys, during this year, the transit of Venus will become very important, because once it will enter the sign of Taurus, being ruled by itself, it is going to get conjunct with lot many planets, because Jupiter, which is seen as the preceptor of the gods, the planet of expansion, wisdom, blessing, it's already transiting over there. Sun has already transited in the sign of Taurus, and once Venus will enter over here, it is going to be in a conjunction with all these planets. And that's not enough. Even Mercury on May 30th is going to enter the sign of Taurus. So in a nutshell, Taurus sign is going to be hosting 4 very potent planets. Now guys, definitely we will have our discussion on the general interpretation of all these like motley combination of planets and how it is going to be influencing all the rising signs. But it also becomes very important to know that definitely this concentration of the planets will have this capacity to generate results. But we cannot overlook this fact that the sign lord is combust as well. During this whole transit of Venus in the Taurus, it is going to be staying combust only. So that in itself means that whatsoever is going to be getting promised basis your rising sign as a interpretive probable results for this stay of Venus in the Taurus, you might have to work very hard as well. Doing remedies will also become very important till the time Venus is in the Taurus, or if you want to extract the best results of Venus's stay in the Taurus. Now guys, definitely when we talk about the general interpretive results, so we all know this thing that when it comes down to Venus being in the Taurus, it definitely promotes all attributes of financial inflow or stability in your commitment, in your conviction, interest in food, in like specifically Venus in the Taurus benefit those people in whose line of work public speaking plays a very integral role, like in any capacity, whether you are a musician, whether you are a singer, whether you are in food business, hospitality industry, or anything where glamour, that glitter, that charm in your persona is strongly required or needed. I would say this thing that Venus's stay or Venus's placement in the Taurus definitely promotes all of that. Venus in itself is a very sociable planet which wants to be out there, want to hang out, socialize, form bonds with people, and these are among those kind of alignments. These are among those kind of transit which definitely drives you towards some very harmonious alliances, committed bonds with others. Second thing is that now how Jupiter is going to be contributing to it. Definitely guys, we cannot overlook this fact that Jupiter in itself has got this reputation that it expands the thing it comes in contact with. So that in itself means that all the attributes of the Venus, which represents finances, money, wealth, luxury, relationship, romance, appreciation for the beautiful things, luxurious things, comfort and all. So Jupiter is definitely going to be expanding all these attributes. Whether we talk about if you have any commercial interest connected with these attributes, or whether we talk about experiencing happiness, experiencing comforts and conveniences connected to all these attributes. Apart from that guys, when we talk about how Mercury and Sun is going to be contributing, definitely guys, Sun in itself is has combust both the auspicious planets like Jupiter and Venus. So that in itself will be a kind of a vulnerable sign, and that is the only reason that when these two planets are combust, we generally do not recommend any initiating any auspicious event during these times, like getting married, proposing someone, buying a new home. So in all these areas, definitely somehow Sun is going to be kind of burning out the positive sattvic qualities of these two planets. So over there, definitely it is recommended that all those people who are coming in contact with you, like what exactly is their true intent? Are you going to grandiose in your plans? Are like any thing connected with degree of self-importance is going to your head. So in all these attributes, native has to be very careful. Specifically guys, when we talk about the sattvic qualities of the planet Jupiter, which has got everything to do with the attainment of wisdom, of blessings, and when we talk about Venus, where we talk about those committed bonds in the matters of love, romance, relationship, over there you have to be cautious and careful, specifically before giving your word. And definitely guys, when we talk about Mercury, Mercury is not only immune to the rays or energy of the planet Sun. Mercury is very impressionable, is very adaptable. So Mercury and the attributes of Mercury will definitely be manifesting some very good results when it is going to be coming in contact with the energies of the planet Jupiter, Venus and Sun. So okay guys, that was just a few interpretive results which I wanted to say. One thing is for sure, I always give emphasis to the Kal Purush Kundli. It hardly matters where in your chart the Taurus energy falls. Taurus in itself is the Kal Purush Kundli's second house, which is the house of your wealth, accumulation, attainment, conviction, your speech. So that in itself means that during these next 2-3 weeks, capacity for impressing people with your mellifluous use of words is going to be very strong. Your capacity to land at some very lucrative deals and form some very strong substantial bond during these times is going to be very strong. But it only comes with a catch or with a price tag that you might have to burn yourself while working very hard as well. Now guys, when we talk about the remedies, definitely just connected with the planet Venus, it is recommended to recite Shri Suktam. That will definitely manifest very good results. Visiting any of the Shakti Peeth, any of the temple devoted to the goddess can be considered. Along with that, we generally say this thing that, you know, it's like offering or giving any of the attributes connected with the planet Venus, which could be perfume, milk, curd, ghee, rice, to the place of religious importance. Like if you can donate any of the rice bag to any of the gurudwara where they conduct langars, or to any temple, should be considered. So these are some of the things. And try to keep yourself very clean and use perfume, fragrance, surround and place fresh flowers where you are working at your workplace. So these are the certain remedies which are generally recommended. So okay guys, now after this, now we will shift our discussion to the customized results for all the rising signs. So now guys, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. Definitely guys, in your case, although Venus becomes a very strong killer planet for you guys because of the rulership of your second house and the seventh house, and in the transit it is going to be getting strengthened in your second house. So now you will be having, or your second house is going to be hosting planet Sun, planet Jupiter is already over there, Mercury will soon enter there, and Venus is going to be coming over there. So definitely guys, all the attributes of the second house will support you. One thing is for sure, like the way I always say this thing, that whichsoever planet enters your second house, your capacity to get the financial value, financial flow of income connected with the attributes of that planet becomes very easy. So that in itself means that during this time, if you are in a business of Venus, like you are a designer, you are a singer, you are a musician, you are in aviation industry, or anything to do with the perfume, fragrance or female products and all, so definitely it's going to be very lucrative, very beneficial time for you. During this time, females will definitely contribute a lot. So from the financial aspect wise as well, I will say that it's going to be very beneficial time. Definitely guys, your speech is going to be filled with lot of wisdom, lot of insight, lot of substance. The only way I'm seeing you guys vulnerable is that because Venus becomes a killer planet, Mercury is also not a very auspicious planet for you, and during this time your ascendant lord is in a state of affliction. So health is something regarding which you have to be excessively cautious, careful. But one thing is for sure, that stars are aligning in the direction of some very important substantial bonds, formation of bonds with people. Guys, when we talk about the matters of marriage, partnership, romance and all, so Venus is your 7th lord as well. So 7th lord is getting strengthened, but it has gone 8th place from it. So I would say this thing, that definitely whatsoever will happen in the matters of relationship, it will happen in a very sudden, unpredictable way. So like suddenly getting attracted to someone, like if you are on a lookout for a prospective match for yourself, your running dashas are also promising that. So suddenly being introduced to someone now, because too many planets are getting concentrated in the second house. Second house also tells about your immediate family as well. So yes, being introduced to someone through someone commonly known or from any of the family members and all, but yes, some sudden, unpredictable, pleasing news, something which is good for you, is definitely on the cards for the Aries Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, definitely guys, too many planets are already transiting in your first house, and now Venus is going to be joining the bandwagon. Now the good part is that because Venus becomes your ascendant lord as well. Wheresoever the ascendant lord goes, the whole focus and the development generally happens in the attributes of that house. And now over here, when we are talking about the development, we're talking about development which has to do with the finances, relationship, charm, elegance, good public image, good word of mouth around you. So now Venus will definitely enhance or reinforce all these attributes. So definitely guys, with so much combination of the planets, like let's say for example, if you are in that stage in your life where you have to initiate some important projects, or if you're already handling or shouldering some important responsibilities and all, so the entry of Venus in your first house, your ascendant lord is well guarded, is strengthened. So that in itself means that you are very potent, you are very strong, you are very formidable, and you will come across as a very strong contender given to any circumstance, any situation. So regarding that front guys, I will definitely say this thing, your ascendant lord has been coming out of the 12th house. So lately, if you have been a victim of any work politics, like within the friends as well, or this could be a case that lately you have been experiencing losses, too much expenses and all, so all of that is going to be a matter of the past. And the second thing is that the charm and elegance is definitely going to reinforce in your persona. You will definitely exude that those vibration of eloquence, charm, where you will have this capacity to easily impress anyone. And yes guys, because two gurus are transiting from your first house, so if you are in any capacity like where you have to train, educate or counsel or give advice to people, so you will do your job in a very efficient way. Definitely guys, when we talk about the other sign being ruled by the planet Venus, which has got a rulership over your 6th house as well, so it is a part of your destiny to face fierce competition in order to rise and shine in the life, and you will definitely perform very good in any competitive situation as well. So I only have good things to say for the Taurus Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case Venus is going to be now transiting your 12th house. And it's not only Venus, but Jupiter is already over there with Venus, Sun, and very soon Mercury. So lot many planets are concentrated in your 12th house. So one thing is for sure, if in any capacity 12th house related attributes are getting applicable in your case, import export, foreign settlement, immigration, foreign trade, if any of those concerns are getting applicable in your case, you are headed towards some very good time. Like the way I always say this thing, when see Taurus is a fixed sign, it's a earth sign, there's a lot of substance and trustworthiness and like something where you can trust with the word, with the commitment, loyalty and all these things tend to remain very strong. So when planets are in this alignment, and let's say for example during this time only you are embarking on a journey to settle down in a new country, start your course or your masters or your bachelor degree in a foreign university and all, so chances of those endeavors reaping some very long lasting good results tend to remain very strong. So yes, if any of your concerns right now are aligned with the 12th house, you are headed towards some very good time. Second thing is that if none of the 12th house related attributes are getting applicable in your case, my recommendation guys, because see Jupiter is already transiting from your 12th house, so if you get a chance to in your daily work life take out time for doing yoga, meditation or like I would say joining Vipassana or any of those retreats which takes you away from the hustle bustle drama of the life, you will definitely gain a lot when so many important planets are transiting from your 12th house. So anything which takes you like wisdom, knowledge, experiences, happiness, which can only be enjoyed in isolation or with like-minded people away from the drama of the life, is something which 12th house promises. So align your life in that way. Doing charities, donation will become very important when your 12th house is in such a potent state. Also guys, like when we talk about making any investments, Venus has got a rulership over your 5th house as well. I would say that it's a recommended thing, because money is definitely going to be going out of your pocket. Better it should be invested or done, spent through charities, because yes, this also creates a yoga of high expenses and all. So any of those investments during this time should be considered. Refrain from getting into any clandestine activities. Rahu and Mars are already transiting in your 10th house, so the repercussion of that might happen in the form of allegation, people casting aspersion or doubts on your public image and all. So refrain from any secretive clandestine activities, and overall it's a very spiritually elevating time. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case Venus has got a rulership over your 11th house and the 4th house, and it is getting strengthened in the 11th house. Definitely guys, Cancer Lagna natives are headed towards some very good time. 11th house is the house of incoming gains. Again guys, see, understand the difference. Second house is something which shows the financial value on immediate basis. 11th house is something where you might not even realize that the person who suddenly came into your life, the opportunity which came into your life, how strongly it will get transformed into something financially very big, very potent, very rewarding in times to come. So that is what I always say to people who have important planets and benefic planets, exalted planets placed in the 11th house. Always be nice to people you come in contact with, because 11th house is something which is about opportunities, where universe will only send financial gains encrypted through someone, some friend, some reference, some contact and all. So my recommendation with so many planets transiting from your 11th house, socialize as much as possible, be very nice to people, reactivate all of your old lost contacts. And yes, specifically your Lagna is a female feminine sign, Taurus is a feminine sign, Venus is a feminine planet. Any of your business and commercial interest, if it is connected with perfumes, entertainment, female products and all, definitely you are headed towards some very golden time. And important thing is that people who will be coming in contact with you during this phase, when important, see, Jupiter is going to be transiting over here for the next 1 year, but Sun, Venus, Mercury, they're just gonna be here for a while. So try to make the best out of it. So yes guys, for multiple channel of income suddenly getting opened up, like let's say for example, you are a Vastu consultant, but suddenly you are getting some holistic health or retreat options. You only deal with consultation, counseling in one area, specific area, but suddenly some new area, new channel is developing around you in your circle of influence. So do pay attention and heed to that. Two important planets which have got a stature of a guru are transiting from your 11th house. That in itself holds some substance, some value. So yes guys, Venus is your 4th lord as well. So important thing is that because whenever alignments happen like this, so that in itself means that whatsoever will happen, it will be very emotionally fulfilling, which will give you a deeper sense of satisfaction, contentment, happiness, fulfillment. You will feel uplifted, motivated, driven in the life. So this is what I'm looking at for the Cancer Lagna natives. In a nutshell, the only way I would want to summarize this transit for you guys is that keep your social life active. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership over your 10th house and the 3rd house, and now it is going to be getting strengthened in the 10th house. So yes guys, too many planets are transiting from your 10th house. I always say this thing that, see, when we talk about the the gains or the financial return, reward and all, that generally happens more from the second house and the 11th house. But the beauty of the 10th house is that it can definitely give you that, that power or that sort of designation, important project, responsibilities and all. So yes, during this time Leo Lagna natives stand a very good chance for ascension to important position, power, mixing up with important people, and a new channel, new opportunities getting generated for them. So and yes guys, because during this time your Venus is your third lord as well. So specifically for all those people who are like self-employed, who are like artists, creative people and all, so it's going to be very beneficial transit for them. The only thing which I want to recommend for the like Leo Lagna natives, that you definitely have to work very hard, because Saturn is in any case is transiting to your 7th house. 10th lord Venus in itself is transiting in the 10th, but it is combust as well. So lot will be expected out of you. And who is combusting this 10th lord of yours? Your ascendant lord, planet Sun. So that in itself means that yes, there will be lot expected out of you. You have this capacity. Just do not try to cut corners or take a easy way out. That is all what I can say for the Leo Lagna natives. Just the financial part, if you can only work with not getting tempted for the immediate financial gratification of any form, for the attainment of position point of view, it's a very good transit. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case Venus has got a rulership over your 2nd house, and it is going to be getting strengthened in the 9th house. So guys, although Venus's transit in the 9th house is not considered as good as it could be Venus's transit from the 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, or like this could be 7th house, 12th house, but the good part is that both of these planets are guru. Like Venus is the planet of like love, romance, it's the preceptor of the demons, and Jupiter is the preceptor of the gods. Venus, all the attributes which Venus represents during this time, there is this potential and capacity that Jupiter might expand them. So yes guys, the good part is that you will be guided, mentored in the right direction during this time. Any of the travels undertaken by you during this time will prove to be very insightful, will definitely add a lot to your like life experiences for sure. And also guys, because Venus is your 2nd lord as well, so any of those contracts, alliances which will be formed during this time, they will definitely be very virtuous, very well guided, well monitored, which will definitely give your life the right direction. So yes guys, from the travel point of view, for initiating any immigration concerns, file work point of view as well, for doing any religious pilgrimages as well, this is going to be a very beneficial transit for the Virgo Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case your ascendant lord is Venus, and now it is going to be getting strengthened in the 8th house. Now obviously guys, for the Libra Lagna natives or the Aries Lagna natives, they do not have to worry much about the attributes of the 8th house, because this is something which is naturally a part of their existence. Second thing is that any of the problems or concerns connected with the 8th house can be tackled through the ritualistic measures, like getting any of the ritual puja done, havan done, wearing gemstone, crystals, dev darshan. Somehow all of these are the entities, domains which somehow works very beautifully in order to tackle or deal with the problems which generally creep out from the 8th house. So guys, one thing is for sure, that because your ascendant lord is going there, so you will be very formidable enough to deal with any of the challenging situation. The only thing is that your ascendant lord is going to be combust throughout this time, and now it is, or it has to deal with the other powerful planets which are already placed over there, like Jupiter or like Sun. This could be very soon Mercury is going to be entering over there. So lot is going to happen in your personal life in the next few weeks for sure. Definitely a lot is dependent on the running dasha as well, but 8th house is the house of unpredictability as well, sudden transformation as well. So it all comes down to how strongly you welcome any of those changes which generally happens in your life. Second thing is that definitely guys, pertaining to the attributes and the matters of your health, definitely you have to give heightened attention to it, because your ascendant lord is combust during this time. And who is combusting your ascendant lord? It's your 11th lord. So kind of too much of the public appeasement or running around just to socialize or oblige the demand and need and the whims of other people is something regarding which you have to be very careful. This could be a very beneficial time for all those people who are strongly invested in the matters of the 8th house, like insurance, revenue, research, sadhana, adhyatma, research, exploration. If in any capacity you are connected with the attributes of the 8th house, or let's say for example you're responsible for managing the finances or resources of other people, this could be a very beneficial time. Second thing is that definitely guys, there's not much to do or say about the clandestine activities, passion, pent up nervous energies and all, because Jupiter Sun energy is already over there. So the only thing which I want to recommend to the Libra Lagna native is that welcome or embrace any change, any transformation which happens in your life with open arms. Guard your health, your personal energies, and yes, this is all what I can say for the Libra Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Venus becomes your 12th house lord, and now it is going to be getting strengthened in its own 7th house. So yes guys, pertaining to the matters of the relationship, partnership, new alliances, it's going to be a very good energy, but the only concern is that because Venus is somehow combust. Second thing is that your ascendant lord for half of the month is also going to be conjunct with Rahu in your 4th house as well. So there's a lot of churning up which is going to be happening in your personal space, in your domestic life, in your family front. Now when we talk about in the matters of the alliance, partnership, or like relationship and all, I would still say this thing, that because your 7th lord is somehow combust, so do not be in a rush to commit to someone. You will suddenly find yourself to be a center of attention where there are like lot many people who want to be close to you, who want to be in touch with you, who want to, or lot many people will be presenting or bombarding you with too many new ideas and all to join you. So this is how the energies are going to be reverberating around you. But still you have to take some very wise choices, make some very wise choices. This is something which I wanted to say for the Scorpio Lagna natives. Definitely guys, your 7th lord is getting combust because of the energies of your 10th lord. So work pressure definitely is going to be high. Lot many eyes and people will be secretly observing you, monitoring every move of yours. So be very careful when you have to take some important decision. So yes guys, the only way I'm seeing you guys getting benefited is that like if you are in that public domain, like, or let's say for example you have to address or cater to the larger audience, because guys 7th house tells about our public daily interaction and all as well. So generally when you have too many planets being concentrated over there, like Sun is definitely mild malefic, but the innate nature here, I'm not talking about the functional benefic or malefic, I'm just talking about the natural nature of Jupiter, Venus or Mercury. They are naturally benefic planets. So that in itself means that yes, right set of people will in a very strange way come in your life, or you will deal with, like your public encounter will definitely happen with some like those kind of people who are very soft, who are like have some good intentions in store for you. They will definitely guide you in the right direction. Like the way I always say this thing, that all those people who become a victim of hate crimes or sudden strange random attacks and all, you will definitely find in the 7th house, 8th house, 6th house some malefic planets like Rahu, Saturn, some sort of cursed kind of combination. But this is a kind of a combination when definitely like let's say for example you're doing something on a public domain, like the way for example I was in this exhibition at Ahmedabad from the past 1 week, and I never took myself so seriously. I never even realized that okay, so many people are actually watching my content and work, and out of nowhere like people are coming and they are appreciating me. Hey Nipun, we follow your content and all. You feel good, right? So this is what this energy is creating, like those kind of very pleasing, uplifting kind of experiences. But yes, when we talk about your commitment, forming new alliance over there, so this is not a very good time. You have to wait for Jupiter and Venus to come out of combustion. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that Venus has got a rulership over your 11th house as well, and now Venus is going to be getting strengthened in your 6th house. So again guys, we all know this thing that Venus is not a very favorable planet for your Lagna. Over and above that, Venus's placement in the 6th house, even from the Kal Purush Kundli principles, is not considered as very good. And now your ascendant lord is already part of this combination, Sun, Mercury very soon. So all what I can say is that this is going to be a time when you have to actually work very hard. In your daily life, you will definitely stand a chance to make everyone tiptoe to your terms. The way you want to run the show, the way you want to restructure, align things. Like for example, if you're already in a leadership role, so this is going to be a very beneficial time for you. Like you'll be able to command and get things done. Second thing is that definitely guys, when we talk about pertaining to the matters of your health, too many planets are getting concentrated in your 6th house, where your ascendant lord is a part of that, and the foundation of that house is a little bit weak because the lord of that house is combust. So yes, pertaining to the matters of your health, this is not a very good indication. So this could be a case of body vitality, like body weakness or high sugar or reproductive organ related concerns and issues and all. So yes, pertaining to the matters and concerns of the health, you still have to work very hard. Second thing is that again guys, the 7th lord is also going to be soon entering your 6th house. So a lot many people will also kind of find themselves lacking that intimacy with their partner, and these things generally go bad when you're already in the middle of any problem, any chaotic situation with your partner, and running dasha is also reinforcing it. So yes, some sort of lack of intimacy in the personal relationship, health needs to be monitored. But for those people who are in any sort of leadership role, they will definitely be able to execute or get things done in a very efficient way. Venus in your case has got a rulership over your 11th house as well. So my recommendation is that too much socialization, too much public engagement, dealing, obligations will definitely drain you out. Like the way we say this thing, that you're already overburdened with your life problems, and other people's problem is also getting imposed onto your shoulder. So take only that much on your platter which you will be able to finish or handle or execute. That is what I can say for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, and stay very respectful towards the females. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership over your 10th house. It is your Yoga Karaka planet, and now it is going to be getting strengthened in the 5th house. So definitely guys, 5th house, which tells about our speculative gains, interest in mantra, pur punya, the kind of thoughts which comes to your mind. We generally see all of that from the 5th house, and now your 5th house is getting strengthened with the presence of the Venus over there, Jupiter, Sun, very soon Mercury. So we all know this thing, that because 5th house is 8th from the 10th house. So the sudden job opportunity, sudden transformation, promotion generally happens whenever the 10th house is making any combination with the 5th house. Like 5th house is in a potent state. So yes guys, I'm actually looking forward to some more opportunities, lucrative opportunities being considered for any important profile and all. And for all those people who are in that capacity, like they are in those nature of job where they have to give advice to people, they have to counsel people, there's a lot of artistic creativity and creative work which is involved. Or so if in any capacity all these things are getting applicable in your case, you are headed towards a very good time. Understand this thing guys, that Jupiter, although it's not a very favorable planet for you, but the mere placement of Jupiter in the trine houses is considered as very good, and over and above that, it is making combination with other planets which are somehow connected or considered as very good for you. So my recommendation to the Capricorn Lagna native is that try to make the best use out of this concentration of planets in your 5th house. 5th house also tells about your personal magnetism. So definitely you will have this capacity. Your aura has this capacity to manifest big things, attract lot many people towards you. The only thing is that guys, your 5th house lord is going to be combust. So just do not become a victim of your own pessimistic thinking or negative thinking, like the way suddenly you're feeling that, oh, I'm not able to do this, or I'm not ready or equipped or trained for it. So do not let those pessimistic, degrading thoughts to make you go astray from your path. That is the only one thing which I want to say. And yes, for all those people, whether you are a trainer, whether you are an educator, whether you deal with children as a part of your business in any form, you belong to the entertainment industry, all those people will definitely get benefited. Even for all those people who are connected with the stock market and all. So again guys, a lot is dependent on what sort of dashas are currently activated right now in your chart, because your second house is also in a very potent state. So yes, you have this capacity to generate and turn the wheel in your favor and generate some very lucrative sudden financial gains as well. So your chart right now and the transit of the planet is definitely supporting it. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Venus is your Yoga planet, and now it is going to be getting strengthened in your 4th house. So we all know this thing guys, that 4th house is the house of your domestic life, all sort of comforts, conveniences we generally see from the 4th house. Again guys, it's the placement of Venus in the chart of the Aquarius Lagna natives which can in one line can give you this answer, that how your parents or how you have been supported by your parents. When we talk about emotional security, when we talk about the life guidance, how you have been handled, or how life has treated you in all these domains. So yes guys, now Venus is going to be getting strengthened in the 4th house. It's getting strengthened in its own sign, in its own house. Venus also gets a directional strength in the 4th house. So for comforts, enjoyment, happiness within the family members, it's going to be very good time. Again guys, with the presence of the Jupiter, Sun and Mercury very soon, so too many combination of the planets in the 4th house will definitely, you might have to host lot many important people at your home front, or like this could be case that if you're already in a public domain, you are a politician, you are a content creator, influencer, during this time you will be invited to lot many retreats, lot many conclaves, exhibition, award ceremonies and all. So yes guys, pertaining to the new opportunities or all those things which gives a strong foundation, stability, where we feel well guarded, well taken care of, it's a very good transit. The only thing is that because Venus is combust and Jupiter is also combust, so it's not recommended to buy any new house, new property or any new vehicle, and at least wait till June 29th, till the time Venus does not come out of combustion. That is the only one word of advice which I want to give to the Aquarius Lagna natives. But overall guys, from the material point of view, from your reach and your influence point of view, it's going to be a good transit. I would say the same thing for your personal happiness, being well mentored, guided, hosting some important people. So it's a good transit. Now guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership over your 8th house, and it is going to be getting strengthened in your 3rd house. So guys, definitely Venus is not a very favorable planet for you. Somehow the kind of combination in which and the alignment in which it is going to be entering in your 3rd house, it still holds this capacity to generate good results. Now that is a different case, that those results will come with a degree and sense of secrecy, mysticism, unpredictability attached to it, some sort of kind of very unorthodox or taboo element flavor attached to it. But yes, Venus still holds this capacity to generate some sudden results. Definitely guys, 3rd house becomes very important house for the influencers, for the content creators, social media expert and all. You are a freelance person, you work in the fields of sales, media, marketing. So I would say this thing that yes, for the Pisces Lagna native, it is going to be a very good time to advertise yourself, to market yourself, to demonstrate your skill set, to your expertise in the job front, in the marketplace. This entry of Venus in your 3rd house can be seen as a very good news. The only concern is that because your 3rd house lord is going to be combust, so my recommendation is that definitely you might have to work very hard, or in order to prove your mettle, you might have to kind of sweat a lot, work very hard. That is the only one thing where I'm seeing you guys lacking. Like suddenly the work pressure might go high, but the outcome of that, the final byproduct outcome of that will definitely be very rewarding. That is what I can say for the Pisces Lagna natives. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.